Coming to you live from Ice Dig Site Gamma 9, this is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
I'm Neelan.
And we are here to dive into Undaunted Callisto.
Yeah, this is new sci-fi Undaunted, which is a bit of a departure for them.
It is, and Undaunted has been a favorite of mine. We have, I think, 13 videos and counting of Undaunted Stalingrad, as Drew and I have been playing through that whole campaign. Did you play that?
I did. Played all of it with my brother, like, over the course of a couple of holidays in South Africa. It was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
It's like probably one of the best examples of how to do a campaign game really, really, really well.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. It's just seamless.
Yeah.
Like, you just follow some basic instructions and it just, the story just does what it
unfolds.
does.
Yeah. But it also does the good thing of, like, you know, the consequences, the casualties from one match, like really feeling consequential in like subsequent games. It's quite good.
And this is not a campaign game, or at least it has sort of a mini campaign feature you were telling me about. But Undaunted also, I think, has always, one of its selling points has been that how painful it is to lose each troop.
Right, oh,
and
absolutely, yeah.
It doesn't have to be a long campaign for that loss to sting.
Bad. Yeah. Absolutely.
And speaking of losses, I think that I am on a huge losing streak in just about everything I've played against you lately, whether it's Altered or an entire ARCS campaign.
Right. Or the first game of this.
Our first game off camera of Undaunted Callisto.
Yeah, because we're coming into like scenario 2, because this is, I think, this to me makes a lot of sense to be the first episode to film, because this is where a lot of the new mechanics for Callisto are kind of coming into their own, I would say.
Yeah, the mechs and the bridges and
exactly.
everything. Yeah, plus I'm always a fan of, for our playthroughs of games with scenarios, of skipping scenario 1, because that's what everyone's going to do.
Absolutely, yeah.
And this is called You're Not Welcome Here.
Yeah, which I believe is probably, from my faction, directed towards yours.
No. Oh, yeah, I forgot which faction I was momentarily.
You are the bad guys, to be clear.
Hey. Depends on who you ask. I am the conglomeration of corporations that became the de facto government / overlords.
Definitely the good guys
of the colonies on we're on Jupiter's moon Callisto. And you are the scumbag miners who got tired of selling us
the Breaker Rebellion. Thank you very much.
Because you broke your contract with us.
I don't know if that's how I think about it. Like, we were rightfully doing the job of mining ice for the people, but the LFA, the evil LFA, were trying to take it all for themselves. I think you'll find history. You'll find we're in the right. The future far-flung history.
It's capitalism. You heard of it?
That's why we left Earth in the first place.
That's a pretty good reason too. So we each scenario has its own board, which is a feature that I don't think I've ever seen in a board game. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of other good examples of it, actually.
4 double-sided boards for 8 scenarios.
Right.
You just put your units on it and you're good to go, and everything else is printed on the board. I can't decide whether I like that or if it feels wasteful.
Yeah, but I will say that setting up a scenario in Undaunted does sometimes feel like a little bit tedious, so I'm not mad about it.
It's true, all the rows of tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Well, the bright side is we are ready to dive in. Both of our objective is to control 7 objective points.
Right.
Which are the little, I don't know how well these pick up on camera, but the numbers in these hexes here. So it looks like I start with 4.
Right, so you have control down here for 4. I have control down
you
there
also
for
have
4 as well. So we're both looking to pick up 3 somewhere along the way.
And I'm just seeing 3 others out here, right?
Oh, maybe that's all there is to it. Wow, that feels like that's going to be...
So we're trying to get all 3 of those, or if you can grab one of them and one of the opponent's starting to...
That would be a big advantage for sure. I should say also that the alternate win condition in this...
I was just going to ask you to remind me.
So is if you neutralize 3 units of the opposing team.
Oh, it's basically just 3 units.
So completely eliminating one of them by taking that chip off of the board effectively neutralizes that unit. You do that 3 times, that is also a win. Yeah,
that's different from Stalingrad, which is actually the only Undaunted I've played, which... You basically end the game if it becomes mathematically impossible to win via defeating the riflemen that can
Exactly.
Yeah.
My understanding is that this has been the standard for Undaunted since like North Africa. I forget one of the other games, but yeah, this seems to be like, other than Stalingrad, which needed an exception, how most of them work these days. So yeah.
And just a couple other things to say, and then I'll draw my opening hand. Hey, like the video and subscribe to the channel. That would be great. And I don't know what the etiquette is for disclosing this, that this is a review copy that you got.
Absolutely, yeah.
You're a co-host of Board Game Barrage podcast.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. That's a good point out. Yeah, this was a review copy provided to us very kindly by Osprey Games. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether another channel entirely is supposed to disclose that or not, but it can't hurt.
Yeah, I do totally. Yeah. At the very least, anyone that is coming here wondering about a Board Game Barrage take on it, just bear that in mind. But yeah, other than that.
Sure, yeah. Well, thank you, Osprey Games, or Osprey Publishing, actually, I think, for sending my friend a copy. All right. 4 cards each, and to the races, huh?
Yeah, so I have the starting initiative.
I was going to ask whether that was double-checked,
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's
like whether that was what the scenario said, or if we just randomly said it there. Okay, well, I don't love starting behind already, but that's okay, I got mechs.
I'm going to remind myself, because there are some like equivalences, some shotgunners in some of the previous games. Like everything has a unique name in this, even actually from faction to faction. So right. And there are some subtle differences between them as well, which also feels like a cool change.
Yeah, like my stalkers are very much the scout equivalent from World War II Undaunted, but you have survey tech?
I believe I have survey techs, which are my scout equivalents. Yeah,
and they're not the same as far as their
I believe
ability
some
to scout
of the abilities exactly are subtly different.
Okay,
let's come in with this as a starting initiative,
and I'm gonna do this one.
Okay, 4. Oh,
5.
Okay. Well,
all
that's
right.
Yours then.
I'm happy to flip the coin to my side, but I'm not sure that initiative mattered too much here because
that's fair, even for an opening turn, I suppose. Even, but yeah.
Yeah. I had an interference. That is this game's Fog of War, and then I think I am just going to bolster for a total of 5.
Okay.
And take 5 new cards.
Cool.
So my captain can bolster anything. And what's interesting about what's going on over here is I have these mechs that would be standees normally, but we're laying them down for the camera. I need to get the cards for their pilots, their gunner and navigator, in order to control those mechs. And they are not part of I have Y and Z squads that my sergeants would normally bolster. So I'm actually not sure off the top of my head because I did not think to spend the time inspecting my starting deck, whether I have any specific cards for bolstering the mechs, or whether I need my captain to be doing that.
My understanding is that you do. There is definitely a gunner. Oh, sorry, not a gunner, but there is a third cards type for each of these mechs that was in your starting deck.
Okay. So that can probably recruit some of those. Yeah, and it's just 2 copies of each.
Yeah. So this is one of the weirder things in this, where you like you said, your mechs are split across 3 different types of cards that give them basically all different ways to utilize them.
Right. So there's no guarantee that even if I have cards related to the mech that it will do the thing I need. Mm-hmm. Also, I don't know if you know or if we will need to look it up, but the pulse keyword on my gunner.
So what that does is you will do a ordinary attack against an enemy, and then you get to move that unit 1 space as well, in addition to that. Okay. You know what? I might have to look that up just to be 100%. But
we can double check it.
Okay.
Here, you want to double check while I am
absolutely
thinking about the bolsters. So 2 of them have to be Y squad. So I think I will take a stalker. Geez, I only have access to 1 of each of these. They better not die.
Yeah, that's right. So that second number is the range at which you're allowed to use it, but then the addition of the pulse effect means you can move that figure 1 space as well into a territory that they have either scouted or controlled.
Got it. Okay. Okay, and this... Sorry, as I should have asked you these questions off camera. When it says attack and there's like an empty hex and a dotted hex, that is attacking vehicles?
Yes, that sort of double-lined hex is symbolizing vehicles instead of personnel, and that second hex is the range.
Okay, so like my corpse deck can roll 1 dice against vehicles at 0 range. Yeah. You don't have any vehicles, so I guess I don't have to worry about that, but now I know that I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I took a corpse deck and a stalker in my Y squad, and then... my captain, I think I'm just going to get my other stalker straight away with that, and then I want to get my Hades mech up into the action. So I will take one of each of its gunner and navigator. Okay, over to you.
Okay, I am also going to be mostly bolstering. I have one interference, which is nothing. A bolster 3, and for that bolster, I think what I'm going to do is take a... I'm going to take a scanner A and 2
Oh,
healers.
they also see. Oh, so like your squads have different scout
Yeah,
equivalents,
which is
scanners
well,
and survey techs.
totally.
Oh,
So
wow.
so I mean, these are my rifleman equivalent. They seem to have pretty much identical stats, but my scout equivalents are actually different in terms of their abilities between the squads, which is kind of wild. Yeah, so I'm going to take.
There's still
here's-
some of the symmetry that you expect from Undaunted. Like I'm noticing that all of our scout equivalents had 6 initiative. For
Oh,
example.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then finally, I will play a Nail Gunner C card in order to move my Nail Gunner C 1 space into here.
Okay.
That is my turn.
All right, that ends our turns then. All right. This. All right, I am going to play. By the way, so we did talk off camera, and I say for the camera, these bridges here are 2 spaces that might as well be stacked on top of each other, right? Do you know, does this... They don't get scouted separately?
No, that space is in the entire space is considered either controlled or scouted by the same token.
Okay, so my troops can move down into there, and also I can move on to the
Correct,
bridge.
yeah.
All right. Let's do this then. Yeah. I feel good about this.
What should we go with this? Okay.
All right.
5.
6.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Still yours.
Again, maybe I should have considered how much I do or don't care about initiative, but I do like keeping the coin on my side. So I'm going to use Stalker Z to scout 2, and I think I might as well get over into this victory point over here. To get that scouted, I will take an interference for my trouble. And I have Corpsec Y. This could move, control, attack. I think...
I'm just noticing that everything in these darkened sections are all lower than the rest of the board.
Yeah.
So
I was just thinking, like, well, my direct way to kind of get them towards the action is down into those pits, but then you get to roll d12s against me.
So that's one of the bigger changes for Callisto, which is this idea that all the spaces on the board have different levels of elevation, and whether you're shooting upwards, downwards, or horizontally, you're rolling slightly better or worse dice, that's a cool touch.
Do you know, are there any cards in this game, I guess, any abilities that, like, push enemies or something?
Oh, interesting.
That would go well with the altitude,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, not that I've seen, but yeah, maybe.
I just wouldn't be surprised if there's some new mechanics
Yeah.
to take advantage of the positional...
You know what? I guess pulse is one of them, right? Like, you could pulse me theoretically from, like, a high to low ground.
Oh, what you're saying... I move you.
Would control, yeah.
So that's exactly... I misunderstood that. I thought it was an attack and move for me.
No. So yeah, you would move my unit, but it does have to be a space that I have scouted previously. So like you're limited a little bit by where you can push me, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm not pushing you. You're fleeing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay. So I'm just gonna move forward with that Corpsec. And lastly, I have a Commander V. So this is the commander of my Vulcan mech. And that's the one that I haven't taken more units for, so I think it's just going to bolster 2 and take a gunner and a navigator. Okay. So yeah, maybe I'm bidding... Well, actually, I also think I wanted to use a scout. That's the card I could spare. Okay, you are up.
Okay, I am going to take my scanner. My scanner is going to scout to here.
Ooh, okay.
To get some eyes on this control point.
Don't forget your interference.
Thank you. Or no thank you, actually, I guess. But squad leader A, I kind of feel like almost like I want to get them out of there. But let me do this instead. I will I will bolster 2 of A, and I'm going to take 2 of my hewer cards.
Oh, hewer.
Hewer.
I heard healer, and I was
Yeah.
like, how does that work?
Great. Yeah. I love that. Okay, then for my Ripper, that is going to... This is my rifleman equivalent in Squad C. I'll just come down and join the nail gunner over there.
Right into the kill box.
Yeah, that's right.
No, actually, except they have...
that.
It has +2 defense, so that's a pretty good place to hang out.
You know what, actually, I might actually take them this way instead. There's a control point over here. I should probably...
Oh, that's true.
Capitalize
Yeah,
on.
you'll need to scout it first.
Yeah.
Okay. Then... Oh, I only have 3 cards left, so I am shuffling.
Yep, same.
No shots fired yet.
No. Yeah, we could just prolong the peace for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, who needs to lose lives? Just give us the ice.
Oh, okay. Well, when you feel like that, we're back to fighting.
All right. Okay. I guess I will do this.
6.
7. I will play my Stalker to recon away some interference.
Okay.
And now what do I have? Stalker V. Wait. Navigator. I just saw the scout on here and my brain said Stalker. Navigator V for my Vulcan. That can scout 1. But I guess there's nowhere to scout. I'm not sure where I want my mechs right now. They can't go into the pit. And this bridge only connects to this space, right? I guess the art makes it look
it's
like
actually a little bit ambiguous, but yeah, I think that is probably only intended to be on the right hand side.
I would think so too. There's nowhere else where that's ambiguous.
Yeah.
So, okay. So with that Scout 1, I'm just going to move my Vulcan out of its nice defensive cushy area. But I got to push forward sometime. And Commander H could bolster for 2 more Hades. If I went for a pulse, I'd be rolling 2 dice, like against your scanner. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd be rolling 2 dice. That's pretty interesting. I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah, this would be a good example where you could just push me into the pit.
Yeah. So where are all the dice? Oh, right here. I'm just rolling regular D10s and 2 dice. I hit on an 8 by my math. And I got a 10.
There it is.
I love these ones with the 10 and not the 0 on them. Okay, so I hit scanner A.
Okay, yeah, so that is a casualty on scanner A, which is not in hand.
Damn it.
It is in my discard pile, though. So that's out. And then you get to do the pulse move, which is to move me to any adjacent territory that I have scouted.
And I'm guessing if I move you into here, I can choose whether you're on the bridge or in the pit. I
would think so.
I can't imagine why I would ever choose the bridge.
Yeah, I would think that would have to be the case.
So, yeah, I think I will dump you onto the floor here where you're not so far away.
Okay.
It makes you closer to scouting, but also easier to kill. Okay. Yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay. I am then going to... I will start by reconning this interference out. Okay. Then I will... That's that guy all the way over there. I'm going to pathfind with my squad leader.
What does that
Pathfinder is a mechanic that lets me create scout tokens out, kind of just like sending a drone out effectively. So I can, without having to move any troops. So I scout this location because it's one away from the existing units I have. I could do that up to twice. I'm just going to do it once in this case. I still get interference.
You don't want to scout this nice pit?
No, not particularly. I don't think I super want to go there very much.
I guess these are the mines. I'm now looking at the art closer and
Yeah.
seeing mine carts and stuff, and that.
Which
that
is
makes
one of the
sense.
nice things about having bespoke boards, right? Like the art is
That's true.
pretty custom, which
Yeah.
is cool. And then now having done that, I'm going to use my Ripper C and move it over to that spot.
Okay, and I'm sorry, you did take an interference, but that's good.
I
right?
did take an
Perfect.
interference, yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay. Let's just keep this initiative streak rolling for me.
Yeah, this feels like around about the time where it's going to start becoming super critical.
Yeah. So to that end, I'll do that.
Okay.
Ready?
7.
6.
There it is.
There's no way I could have beaten a 7.
Okay, so let's start with Nail Gunner C. Nail Gunner C is going to shoot at your Stalker. Your Stalkers are your Scouts, is that correct?
Yes.
Maybe I'm not going to shoot at that. But I might shoot at your... you know what? I'll do it. I'll shoot at your Stalker because it's going to be an easier shot. So
Okay.
that's going to be...
It's not going to be easy though. 6,
It's not gonna be super easy.
7.
Oh, you know what? Now when you put it like that, they
8,
have the higher
9.
defense, so it actually will be an easier shot to shoot at your Corpse X. So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So this is going to be 1, 2 spaces away. So I would need 8 to hit on that.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right.
And I'm going to do that rolling 2 d10s.
No shot.
It's going to happen. It did
7.
not happen. Yeah, that's brutal. So that was a miss. Then with the hewers, I'm going to move them 1, 2. Oh, sorry, 2 cards. Move 1, move 1. So the hero makes it all the way down to that spot there.
Okay. That wasn't so scary.
No.
I mean, the missing helped.
Yeah.
Well, let me go straight for the jugular with a stalker. Compared to the scouts I'm used to from Stalingrad, they're better at attacking. They roll 2 dice.
Too, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So also aiming down at you, I'm going to roll d12s, and I'm going to need a 5, 6, 7 to hit. I like those odds, so I'll attack scanner A.
Cool. And yeah, and actually, interestingly, better attacking than my scouts, which are.
Oh yeah, I like those asymmetries.
Yeah, that's neat.
1 and a 2. Brutal.
Huge miss.
Oh wow, that was like I think I had over a 75% chance of hitting there, or I think maybe exactly a 75% chance. Well, my other option had been to recon that away, so now I have regrets. I just have Corpsec Y left. Oh, I could take a shot.
Yeah.
It's 1 die, but I'd be rolling a d12, and I would just need to hit I need a 7, so it's another coin flip. Anything else that I'd rather do with them? I guess move them into better defended territory, but I ain't scared. All right, this is the one. Attacking scanner A. 7.
Okay,
that hits.
that will do it. So that's a hit on scanner A. This may be one of those cases where
I've only hit 1. You must have a second card.
I do have a second. I was worried for a second, but I didn't. But I do. So that is another scanner A hit.
And if you had like not bolstered it yet, and you had no more, that would have been
a neutralized.
permanently neutralized. Yeah. And you can't get back into
There's
the game.
no way to get it back in. That token is just gone forever, and that's you much closer to a victory.
That's a good reminder that I ought to keep bolstering.
Yeah, exactly. Anytime you have the squads that are like very thin in your deck, it just feels you're especially incentivized in this to make sure that they're not on the verge of dying.
Do you know, are these like my stalkers were so thin? I think I only had 2 copies of each. Is that variable?
It depends on the unit type, but yeah. Oh, you mean per scenario?
I mean, like, did the scenario only put 2 there, or do the stalkers always have 2?
For what it's worth, I think in your scenario limit was the same as the card limit in this scenario. If that's always the case, I'm not sure. But
okay.
Yeah.
Wow, so my stalkers are fragile.
Yeah.
I guess that my mechs can also scout.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like you have other units that can make up for that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. Let's go with this, I guess. All right, it's a 3. Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
I'll take that. I am going to use Stalker Z to recon away this interference. I got Sergeant Y. Speaking of bolstering, or I could inspire Corpsec with it. Actually, that's pretty cool. It could like take one more shot at Scanner A and then get into cover.
Yeah.
I think that's the play.
Oof.
So another attack at Scanner A. I'm needing the same thing, 7 on a D12.
This could end up being like a huge mistake.
That's an 11.
Okay, so that is my scanner neutralized.
Whew.
And here's the real bummer, is I had the means to bolster it this turn, but I didn't think... Yeah, that would have been the smarter move, is to make sure I had the initiative to bolster. I'm just confirming here. Yep, I do not have anything in my hand, deck, or discard pile. So Scanner A is neutralized.
You'd love to see it.
Yours.
Okay, then I think I am just going to use Sergeant Y to inspire Corpsec Y to go again and move it into cover.
Okay.
All right, I'm feeling good. Feeling like I'm on my way to my first win in weeks.
Okay, I'm going to start with doing, I think, the things that are just important to get out of the way, which is establishing some control over here. That puts me up to 5 victory points, objective points even. Blaster A. I'm going to just move them into the fight. Let's bring them out to here.
Okay. You gonna play the card?
Yep. I just have a free move, but yeah, that's Blaster A. And then Supervisor is going to bolster. And I'm going to be bolstering my Blaster A and my Nail Gunner C.
Okay. Phew. Let's... All right. Easiest call in my life.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about that at some point. Okay.
5.
Okay.
So I'll keep it. Okay, I have Commander V to, I think I will just bolster 2 more Vulcan units, or 2 more Vulcan drivers. And then I have a gunner for each mech. So that pulse worked really well before. I guess I should pulse at your hewer with my Hades gunner, and it'll take a 4, 5, 6, 7 to hit, but I'm rolling 2 d10s. There's a 10.
That was on
Hewer A. Yeah.
I have a Hewer A.
That's great.
So that's unfortunate.
And then I think why not repeat what worked well last time is dump your hero into the mines.
Makes sense.
And then Gunner V is not in the best spot to take a good shot here. I think I am going to use the Suppress 4 on your Nail Gunner.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to hit, but I'm rolling 4 dice. A couple 9s will do it.
Okay. I'm going to see you suppressed.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, this is ending up to being a pretty thin turn. I have an interference I can't get rid of. Oof. And I have a Blaster A move. What do I want to do with you?
Blaster. Oh, that's Blaster A. Okay.
That's be in the same square. That's be 2 away. I will move the Blaster A to the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, I can't think of, other than if you really needed to like thread a needle and come at me, I can't think of any reason you would intentionally go into the mines.
Yeah.
Seems like they're there specifically
They're
for my pulses
specifically-
to knock you
exactly.
in.
And to basically, yeah. I mean, they're also to some extent a shortcut only I can get across. Well, at least the mechs can't get across.
Right.
But yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of opportune space to use them.
Yeah.
I do want to point this out just while I have it, just so it doesn't become a surprise when I eventually use it on you.
What's that symbol?
This is an area of its effect attack, so
Oh.
it affects everything in one single space.
Oh, the blaster's AoE is space.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
I appreciate that.
Just
Heads up.
know that that's coming.
Okay, I need to shuffle. But yeah, like that's I feel like that's a very cool sci-fi thing that I'm glad they're I feel like this is, I mean, I guess Undaunted has always been felt cinematic, but I feel like this is cinematic in the right ways for like a sci-fi
Exactly.
where you're getting like blasted off bridges by pulse guns and all
some
this
sort
stuff.
of
This
missile launcher equivalent.
giant mechs, although I feel like to deliver on the fantasy of this game I need to get them moving.
Yeah. Oh, I should actually point out though that this only affects personnel, not vehicles, which is
Oh, that's good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's you. That's you.
This is pretty interesting. Okay. Let's do this. Ready?
9.
5. Oh, you went for the 9.
Yeah, this feels. That never feels good to use your commander for initiative, but like this feels the right time to do it.
It's a big move.
I just forgot that dude is suppressed, so that's not ideal, but that's okay. Yeah, it feels like I need to start like hitting you when it makes sense to.
I guess there's a couple things going on with the suppressed art, but it's still not as dramatic as I'd like it to be.
It could be. Okay, but I will just start by readying him, so he's back in action. Then Blaster A, I am going to use that AoE attack.
Oof. Okay.
I'm going to use it over here.
All my corpse X. All right.
So
feeling good about using one for initiative. So remind me how that works. Are you rolling dice against each target?
Each of them gets hit with an attack 2, so I'll roll against them separately.
Okay.
And I have to be 2 away, so that's fine in this case. So let's start with Corpsec Y, which is I need to hit on an 8.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And not quite.
Corpsec Z.
That's definitely a hit. Okay, not in hand. I'm pretty sure I had a Corpse XZ. Here we go.
Okay.
And did I have... Do I need to urgently bolster that? Yikes. Okay, this is fine.
Hewer A is going to get out of the pit.
I'll fix that.
Okay, that's my turn.
Well, actually, what I was considering doing over there and felt better about doing while your hero was in the pit was sending my stalker there.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide if I still want to do it. I also could just attack. They have attack 2 and they hit on a 5, 6, 7, so that would be fine. You let me back up slightly. I think... No, I want to use my captain to command really badly, but I just learned that I'm almost out of... I don't want to get a unit neutralized, so I'm going to bolster 3, and I'll take 2 Z's and a Y Corpsec. Okay. I have the commander for my Vulcan, who could move... bolster V and just get... Oh, wait, I'm out of V's. Okay, that's out. Attack 2 or suppress 4. I think I'm just going to get moving.
Okay.
I think I want...
Yeah.
Come at one of your bases.
Okay. Cool. Great.
Yeah.
Cool. I love that.
I thought you might. And then we're back to what does the Stalker do? Well, You don't have any hero cards in your supply for me to see.
No.
There. Oh, you have one on top of your discard pile. I'm just trying
here's I see. Sorry.
Okay. See, this is exactly the kind of thing I wanted to know. Yeah. They have a better attack at point blank range.
Oh, yeah. that is interesting. Yeah.
So maybe I don't want to charge my stalker into being
sense.
in their space. Yeah.
Yeah, so I assume that's not a thing you guys have. I guess you're... Oh, no, I see. They have the same attack, but... Oh, no, that's a vehicle attack.
Vehicle attack. I don't think I have... my stalkers are something of snipers. Then meanwhile, your healers are... they have chainsaws. Right. I guess that sums it up. Yeah. So I think I will just attack your hewer. Your blaster is just as close. I should probably go for the blaster, actually. It's a little lower defense because it doesn't have defense printed on it. It's on a bridge. Yeah. Sitting duck, 4, 5, 6 to hit, and I'm attacking for 2 with d10s. So here we go. There we go. I'll do it. That's a hit.
Okay, blaster A. That's a hit right there.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Okay.
Interesting. I don't like you having initiative.
One.
7. Oh, I overpaid for that a little bit. Okay. So, I had plans. What were they? Oh, yeah, it's to go behind enemy lines? I don't see how this could go wrong.
What's the worst that could happen about
marching
into my base?
Exactly. So, I will use Stalker Z to scout 2. Okay. I'm going to stalk through the mines and scout both these spaces.
Wow, you were like right in there.
I know, it's aggressive, but that's how I like to play this game. That's probably why I usually lose.
Please grab your interference.
I absolutely will. That's 2 interference. And then Sergeant Z will inspire that stalker to attack your survey tech.
Okay, wow, we're just like in it.
It still hits on 8s, which is not great, but I am attacking for 2, so rolling 2 dice here. And that is a hit on Survey Tech C.
Which is in hand.
Oh, the rolls have definitely been going my way. I can't complain about that.
Yeah, I think you've also just taken a lot more shots than I have, to be fair. But I think the confidence of like always having the card in my hand has definitely been
yeah, like I'm feeling like at the very least I can't complain about bad luck. That's for sure. And then I've got the commander for the Hades, who can pulse for 1. That's definitely... Let me double check this. Are we doing this right? Because doesn't that 1 in other circumstances mean range?
Yes, so it's both. You both have to... Oh, have we
not...
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah,
I think I pulsed you from here.
Yeah, we've definitely been
I think I've only hit with that
one.
So
that is both... Yeah. So pulse is independent of the numbers, so that is its range. So
okay,
we've definitely been misplaying that.
I read that as being the number of spaces that I push you.
No, yeah, pulse is always a push of 1 at that point.
Okay. Yeah. So, sorry, I
wow,
shouldn't have been able to do that.
Viewers have been in the pit way too often.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I've done that twice, huh? Because they got out of the pit.
They crawled back up. Yeah.
Whoops.
No, it's all good.
Well, asterisk on the game, but it happens sometimes. So what are they going to do then? I guess, as much as I hate having them sit in the corner, I'm just gonna bolster my last 2 H units.
Okay.
Now my mechs are fully powered up. They're coming for you. But first, it's your turn.
Okay. I think this is the right thing to do, because otherwise I'm just going to regret it later, which is very boring, but I will just take control of this spot over here with my Ripper
Oh,
C,
yeah.
which I had not yet done.
So you're at 6?
I'm at 6 of 7.
Luckily you're not that close. But
it would be really hard for me to get those last.
I can't tell you how many times Drew has beaten me in Undaunted Stalingrad by me thinking like, oh, I'm not really, even though he's 1 location away, I'm not really at risk, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, I think that would definitely still be a hard path to victory, but at the very least I should make it.
Because to take control I have to have no no ready
units in it. Yeah,
no units or no ready.
I believe
Can you suppress?
I think they can still be suppressed. I will just double check that. You might be right. It might just be ready. But yeah, I think that's yes. Either way, if you have a unit there, then it would be hard to do. Has a unit there is enough. So whether it's suppressed or otherwise.
So right now I've got a lot defending those from just like something charging in and taking them. Okay. Let's go, Max. I like all these cards. I'm not happy.
Ooh, this feels so risky. I think I have to do it. Okay, 7.
3.
Okay. Okay. I am going to... Ooh, I really don't love this, but I feel like I have to do it.
Oh, I hate that I feel like I'm up so much on casualties and down so much on points, and I don't know whether I'm winning or losing.
Okay, I'm going to... Oh, I can't even do that. That's actually, I just realized that's not even an option, so... okay, in that case, what I will do instead... Oh, I just realized my blaster can't be here either. That spot is not scouted.
Oh, no. Okay.
What would you say is the easiest way to fix that? Do we just...
Push him back to there?
Yeah.
Like, right, because I think you were here, and so you also could have gone there.
Yeah, and I actually don't think he's accomplished much. Despite, I think if there was one shot against here, that
yeah, I think that actually that would have been better defenses in the shot that a shot that I missed or something like that. I can't remember, but anyway,
okay,
yeah,
I think we'll just have to correct.
Not a perfect game, but it happens.
Okay, you were over here, and you are going to be shooting at Stalker Y for an attack of 1.
Okay, and. You need a 10 to hit?
Oh my, that does
right,
seem
6,
like
7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I welcome it.
No, I think that's probably not ideal. Your stalkers are the ones that can take control. Is that correct? No, that's
no, my corpse sec.
So then maybe I just don't worry about that so much.
I have them holed up in my bunker, which is not helping me win any points. But
okay, in that case, they're just gonna run back across the bridge.
Okay.
1 and 2 back to here.
All right.
Nail Gunner C is going to attack your Vulcan.
Ooh.
For an attack of 2. Oh, no, I can't attack your Vulcan. I lied, because it can only attack personnel. It is then going to suppress your Stalker.
Oh, that one. Right. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9 to hit, but you're rolling 4? All right.
That is a miss.
1, 4, 7, 8.
That is my turn.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in a bad spot here.
I'm hoping that's the case. Well, let's start out with Stalker Z. And do they want to attack that survey tech that's in their space? Or I kind of did that more when I was afraid of it attacking the Stalker. Now I think they go for the Nail Gunner. So that's going to be a 4, 5, 6, 7 on 2 dice to hit.
Okay.
Wow, 8 and 9.
That is on
Nail Gunner C.
Yeah. That's there. That's out.
And I have the gunner for my Vulcan also, so it could do this essentially exactly the same attack, or could just suppress. But why not? We're not scared of them. They miss all the time. So I'll attack, hitting on a 7. And that'll do it.
That's what I'm going to see as well.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, that is that.
And Stalker Y is here.
They're going to shoot Nail Gunner C as well.
Well, now that you've abandoned this, they could go into there. But I'm so far from getting my corpse sec over to control it that I can't decide if I want to go for that space at all.
Yeah, that was the gamble I was taking, that it wasn't that appetizing to you all the way over there.
Because, so if I don't Yeah, if I take this space and I manage to get your 2, that's it. That's all I need.
Yeah.
So I think I don't charge over into there. Probably I just try to get them over towards the action where they can snipe, and I'll just do a scout 2 but move like that.
Okay. Cool.
I also didn't really want to take more interference when I'm so close to a shuffle. Is always something I'm thinking of. Okay. Easy call. There's a card that is not useful here.
Yeah, I need that.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. What decision am I making with this Hades that it's not moved ever?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not seeing the card that moves it. I guess it's this navigator.
Yeah.
It moves super slowly. That's what it
Right.
is. Yeah, move 1 and scout 1 are what my cards do. Ready?
Have you been doing other stuff with it?
Just that pulse that I shouldn't have been doing.
Got it. Oh, that's right.
And that's the card that I had was the gunner that all it can do is pulse.
Got it,
2 initiative. You kept initiative, right?
Yes, I kept initiative with a 4. Okay, so squad leader C. We're gonna bolster in some survey techs.
Should have knocked them out while I had the chance.
Yeah, let's do that.
I didn't consider that you had 2 sitting in your supply, and maybe it would have just neutralized them if I had gone for them.
Yeah, I think that probably would have been the case, actually.
It would have taken 8s to hit.
Yeah.
So that's the other reason it was not necessarily I made an obvious misplay, but I did roll 8s, so I would have hit.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, then Hewer A. Hewer A is going to just get back up to what is looking to very much be the focus of this battle, which is over here. And sorry, I should play these cards. That's the one move. And then I will move them again up to here. Okay.
Okay. How are hewers against weapons? Or against vehicles?
They have a... No, sorry, hewers cannot attack vehicles.
Oh, that's great. So nail gunner and hewer both can't.
Yeah.
All right, I can see because you have some in the supply that rippers can.
Yeah, it looks like Squad C are my weapons experts.
Oh, interesting.
Mostly.
Yeah. Oh, I hadn't thought about it that way.
Rippers and the survey techs seem to have the anti-weapon stuff.
Okay. Because I have 2 Vulcan navigators, so twice I can scout 1 essentially. I don't have anything to recon, which is their other option. So I was just saying I shouldn't take interference right before shuffling, but I can't waste having these here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in here.
Okay.
And this is actually better defended against units than it was here. So that was a scout. So I will throw out a token and take an interference. And then, do I want to proceed into your base? It's either that or do nothing with this card. So why the hell not, I guess.
Okay.
Let's just go all the way in here. It's already scouted. Okay. And then I have Corpsec Y. Is it safe to cross the bridge yet is the question. I guess if they fail, there's always Corpsec Z. Oh, you know what? No. Okay. I'll wait a little bit to send them across the bridge. They can... I still need to take control of this at some point, so they'll head towards that one. Okay. That's it, and I need to shuffle.
Okay.
This is going to be the... I feel like the climax, the showdown is in that space up there. Yeah.
It's all kicking off over there. Yeah, the one consideration I'd had was, the possibility of like trying to get down to here, but I think I feel like you have that under lock at this point, or at the least accessible in a way that makes it harder to do.
Yeah, it's like I'm not sure what your route to getting another point is, which means you gotta just
I've gotta just like
fight me until you either win that way or you am so decimated that then you can waltz in and take it.
Exactly, which I think is where we're at now. Like it's just all out battle for a little bit.
I welcome it. Okay. Interesting. Let's do this. Right? Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. 5.
7. Okay. So I am going to use Stalker Y, the one down here, to recon away an interference.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I drew a Corpse Sec Y, so that'll just keep moving into there for now. And then I have the Gunner for the Vulcan.
Okay.
So this is where I can either attack 2 or suppress 4. And if I were going second, I think I would definitely suppress, but here I want to knock some cards out of your hand, so that's going to be... But we covered that A is the threat to the Vulcan. I'm going to attack your Hewer.
Okay.
So 4, 5 to hit, and I'm rolling 2 dice here. That feels pretty alright. I do not know why that's going so well, but out of your hand. Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
Oh no, this is all kinds of awful. I am going to use my squad leader A. And all I can really do with it is use guide because I have no aids to bolster or anything to inspire.
And guide is just a move of an A?
Exactly.
Okay.
So I will move my Hewer A into the spot over there.
Well, now to take that space, I basically have to neutralize the second and third units that would name an A. I mean, I guess at that point, like, that kind of works because at that point it's pretty reasonable. I'm reasonably close to just taking the control point anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Oh, that was quick. Okay.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, sorry. The other card I have is an interference, so not a whole lot going on that turn.
Okay. Huh. Oh, I hate this. All right. 2. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel great about that. I didn't want to only do 2, but I did not want to send any other card in my hand. It was that classic agonizing, undaunted initiative decision. Because I have all the Zs, 2 Stalkers and a Corpse Sec. So the Stalker can go nuts. I know I've hit a couple Hewers, so maybe they go for the Survey Tech. There's 2 defense printed on here, as there's so many units in here. Okay, so that hits on 8s. Yeah, I think that's what they'll do. So, attacking Survey Tech C with 2 dice. I need an 8. 3 and 4 won't do it.
That's it. Nope.
But the second time I do it will surely work. Survey Tech C again. Wow. I was gonna say I was about to second guess my call and say I should have just gone for the lower defense Hewer just to get something out of there first. But that wouldn't. Those rolls were so bad that I can't really kick myself over it. And then I have Corpse Sec Z. Is it time to start crossing that bridge? Probably. It's not doing anything if it just sits here. So in we go.
So that would have to be to the right first.
Oh, thank you. I forgot that we did that.
Yeah. Well, I guess unclear, but that's where
that's how we're interpreting the board. Yeah. Because you did say you read something about like where the bridge connects matters. It's not that the bridge can be accessed from everywhere the larger space.
Yeah, my understanding is that the rules seem to imply that bridges have one space that is considered their adjacent space. So yeah, I that would be my interpretation.
And I like that just for the design of the maps that there's some bottlenecks too.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
It also it feels like to me like you would make that more clear if you write like you would like make it halfway between them.
I agree.
Strange. Okay.
I think that the whole premise could have been a little more clear with a notch or something.
Exactly, for sure. And I also reserve the right just to be wrong about that, but that reads how I think that's supposed to be working. Okay, so I am going to play.
Wait! You haven't taken your turn yet. I'm sorry. I drew my next hand and I lost track. Okay.
I'm going to start by command 2. Shuffle this up.
Oh, rude. I had command with an empty deck.
Then we will. Okay. That's nothing. Can't do much with that. But let's start by using Hewer A against your Stalker Z.
Hey, okay.
So 2 dice. And I need to. I still need an 8 to hit here, which is.
Yeah, the Stalkers and the Survey Techs have both been tough. That 10 will do it though. You finally got some of the luck I've been seeing. Stalker Z, yeah, that's right. I played 2 of them on my turn, so you know there's plenty in the discard pile.
Then Ripper C
Uh-oh.
is going to move up.
Jeez. I really do need to get more units in there.
Blaster A is, I think, also just going to move up. There's not a whole lot else I can do with Blaster A, range 2. Yeah, Blaster A just goes into the...
I mean, you always have a chance to hit on a 10.
Oh, for what it's worth, there's actually a change in this game. So 10s are not automatic hits. Yeah. And I don't think we've been doing that for what it's worth.
I don't think it's come up.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can never take those shots.
That only matters if you
across the map.
That only matters if you try to snipe all the way across the map, such that you need a defense adds up to 12.
Yeah, okay. There's one of the ones where it's like that's always been the case. I believe in every Undaunted game, but they specifically made the change in this one. Which
I wonder what inspired that now.
I think that there's a bigger emphasis on range in this that is potentially. Maybe the reason the range and elevation, so positioning feels like just much more, relative positioning feels much more important.
I guess it's also, this feels like a cleaner break to reevaluate some of the basic rules.
That's fair, yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like people playing this aren't going, even though I just kind of did, people aren't as likely to just assume that they know all the rules to this as they would moving from one World War II to another. Yeah. Maybe.
I'm sure that there will be people picking this up that have never played an Undaunted, more so than in the previous games. So yeah.
Okay, now can I draw my hand of cards?
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I never liked that rule, so I'm personally glad to see it gone. The idea of just taking like a shot from like one side of the map to the other and then occasionally hitting. I mean, that's funny.
I mean,
sometimes it feels really bad to be on the receiving end of.
It's true, and yeah, I agree that it's like a feel bad thing. At least when it's one die. If you have something rolling 3 or 4 dice, it's like kind of justifiable. Sure. To take the stab at it.
It does lead. The thing when I liked it in Stalingrad is it kind of led to those moments of just like one lone soldier taking the crazy shot and like pulling it off, which felt really cool. But that like Stalingrad was much more of like a story engine to me. Okay, I am going to
is this
play.
Right? Yeah. It's.
This is such a.
It's a brutal call. I guess it's this.
I don't like this, but I'm gonna do just a 1.
Oh, well, now I wish I'd played something else, but I went with a 6. So I have a captain. I'm gonna command 2. Well, okay, that worked out well because I have my Vulcan's Navigator, and my Vulcan is happy right where it is, so I drew an interference that I can recon with it. Oops, should go over here. Oh, then I drew another interference. So now, with the Navigator for H, now I'm debating whether to finally start moving it forward or just recon this. And as much as I was just saying it needs to get into the battle, I think I want to recon.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay. Alright, well I drew a Sergeant Y. I don't have any Ys to inspire, so I will just bolster 2. Get some Corpse X. And the main event, the Gunner of the Vulcan. What am I gunning at? I think it's gotta be the... The Ripper is the obvious target here, I think. Wait, did we decide that Rippers can attack vehicles? Yes. They definitely can.
Rippers have good attacks.
Yeah, so I don't want that Ripper getting in here. So I will do an attack 2 against the Ripper, so it just takes a 5 to hit on these 2d10s. Okay. There we go. That's a hit on Ripper C.
Ripper C.
Not in hand?
Not in hand.
That's a shame.
Discard, though.
And I am done.
Okay. I am going to... Hewer A is going to attack your Stalker. 2 dice.
Okay. It's going to take an 8 to hit.
I believe,
What you got? Oh no. Stalker Z. we go.
And then I'm going to inspire them to go again.
Same attack?
Same attack. There's another hit.
They were the ones that were so thin on numbers. I think that probably neutralizes them.
At the very least, I think it's your lost card. I'm not 100% sure, but it's certainly...
Yeah, no, they're gone.
They're gone.
Here you go.
Happily take that.
Oof.
That's great.
I don't know about this. All of a sudden, your horde is just slowly closing in.
There does seem to be like a little bit of your mech trapped in the corner.
Yeah, this what felt in the couple turns after doing it like a great gambit is getting dicey.
And then lastly, an interference is going to be the end of my turn.
Okay. I do think you are sitting on a lot more interference than me. It feels like
I've
reconned it a lot of ways. So
yeah,
I'm hoping that kind of slows you down.
Yeah, I've been in this really gnarly thing that's happened like throughout this game that I've never had interference and recon share a hand. And this is another example of exactly that happening.
All right.
Not since like the very beginning has that even like for whatever reason come up. Okay.
I have 2 cards left in my supply.
Sure. Let's just go with this. 4.
I think 3.
Okay. Wow. I certainly wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with the fun things, which is Survey Tech C attacking your mech.
Okay. Yikes.
So this is going to be a 7 to hit. That's a hit.
Wow.
On Vulcan V.
Well, I don't have any V in my hand, so I will just lose a navigator, which I won't exactly miss. In fact, in a way, oops, I already know that, put that in the right place. In a way, that might improve my deck at this point.
Sure. Which actually I think was one of the cool things about the mechs is even when you take casualties of them, you can kind of choose how you're stripping them down, basically. I'll attack with the mech again. I'll attack at the mech again.
Okay.
With the Survey Tech C. That is a miss.
Whew.
Okay. And then finally, Hewer A is also going to attack the mech.
Jeez.
Same deal. Attack
7 to hit. 7 to hit.
That is also
That's a miss. Okay. I can live with that. I'm just going to start with Corpsec Y to finally control this space.
Yep.
So we are in business. The Hades Commander. Can't bolster, can't pulse, will just move. Finally, it takes its first step of conflict. And I also have the Hades Navigator, so it's not a terribly impactful turn, but...
It is moving in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's part of why I went for lower initiative, was I had no fighting.
Right, you weren't going to miss any of those cards as casualties.
And also I didn't I wasn't losing the opportunity to knock your hand out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. What initiative are you gonna play?
I just, it's a handful of ones, so probably one of those.
All right. Is it a 1?
7.
5. Damn.
Yeah, Squad Leader A is not doing a whole lot of good in my deck right now, but he has a high initiative, so... Here it is.
Uh-oh.
It's finally happened. It's not that exciting. It's a recon.
Oh.
That's out. That's in. And let's...
So it was a handful of... You weren't lying about it being a handful of interference, just...
I had 1 interference.
Okay.
But, that's rare that I get a chance to recon it out. I will then inspire my survey. You know what? I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to bolster my Ripper C. Bolster 2. Put him there.
Yikes. They're knocking at the doors of my base.
Then I'm going to Hewer. Attack your Vulcan V.
Okay.
2 dice. Need 7s.
Okay.
It's a hit.
And you can lose your commander, right?
You could lose your commander. I think that's
right, because it's sometimes the bolster cards like just can't be hit.
Yeah.
But sorry, and commander, to be clear, is not like my 9. It is
Your
the Vulcan commander.
Yeah,
so that gets hit from hand. That was huge.
That is interesting. Yeah, I think that must be of the target
works.
unit. I think that's exactly right. Like as long as it has that. But you can't lose a squad leader if you got. No, but that's not a specific card. So yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, squad. Yeah, because squad leaders are not a token on the board.
So
there's no attacking them.
Yeah.
But this was a V,
that
as far as I know.
Brutal, though. That's a possibility.
But unlike those, though, this one also has move and attack.
That's fair.
So
I see.
like
so
that was
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you shot straight into the like administrative offices of my mech. This gunner does no good. It's another Hades gunner that I'm stuck on. So if you want to just start attacking the Hades and get those out of my deck, that might save me something. And Corpse XZ, I guess now can I cross the bridge? This is sliding away from me.
I was gonna say this is starting to look not.
You've had some incredible turns, and I've had some miserable turns.
Okay.
All right. I need you to draw all interference. I really just need like one uninterrupted turn.
Okay, I think that's the card.
All right. Oh, I guess it's this 6.
4.
Whew. Okay. I'm pretty happy I did that. Even though a Stalker is a great card, I'm sad to lose it. Especially when it could have reconned to this interference. I guess I do have some left. But I do have 2 Gunner Vs. Okay. So, let's see. So the Ripper can attack at range. No, at melee. Okay, so... But I guess I keep them out by attacking them. I'm just trying to decide who to attack here. Suppress is also an option against these survey tech that have high defense. Because I've just gotta neutralize 2 things. It's as easy as that. Just 2 things. I am going to start by suppressing the survey tech. I'm scared of them. So 4 dice and 8 to hit. 10 will do it. Yep. Okay, so flipping them over. And then next I think I'll just go ahead and attack the Hewer, I guess. So 6 to hit on 2 dice. And that'll do it.
Hewer right from hand.
Oh yes. Okay, that is my turn.
Okay, I will... Oh, that's very good. I want to do that. Not going to happen this round, but I will move the Blaster a square closer. Then the Hewer is going to attack your Vulcan.
You had a second Hewer?
I did have a second Hewer. It would have been amazing if I could have double attacked with him.
So 5, 6, 7 to hit?
7 to hit.
That hits.
That's a hit on Vulcan B.
Well, that takes out one of my gunners.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. Glad I got the other Hewer.
Yeah. I feel like that would have been on its last leg.
If you had gone first and hit like one or both of those gunners out of my hand, I think that would have probably felt like the game. Oh, come on. This is just a miserable set of options. I feel like there were some macro level misplays on my end. Like the fact that Hades is still back here.
Sure.
I must have had some larger strategy issues. Just a 2. Oh, 1. Okay. Yeah. Because not only did I have this gunner for my Hades, which is no good, but a second one. So I had to throw one for initiative. And then I have the Navigator for Vulcan, and that's, at least it's in my discard pile where I can lose it if you hit me. So that just leaves Corpsec Y, who I guess will...
I think the thing that's interesting about your position with your Hades is you are building out for an attack that works differently from how you thought it did.
That's true.
So you're just in the flip side of that, I suppose.
Right, yeah. I got some great hits that I shouldn't have, and now I'm paying the price as I have too many gunners in my deck.
I mean, I don't know if you ever do this all that often, but like hunkering down as an option is always a thing.
I do not do that very often.
Yeah.
I forgot
I rarely, if ever, do it in Undaunted myself, to be honest. So.
It was this turn that I played a gunner, right? Is that fine with you if I hunker that?
Yeah,
if I go back and hunker that down?
Yeah, so
okay.
just go back into your supply in this case.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I'm shuffling my deck again this game. It may not matter, but
Sure, yeah.
That's probably something I should have done 1 or 2 shuffles ago.
That's fair.
So Corpse Deck Y could take a shot at a Hewer, which would take a 6, 7, 8 to hit on 1 die, or I could just move into the mines and try to get them closer. I'm just trying to figure out how desperate I am. Right? Like, it's bad odds, so do I feel like taking that chance is my best play? I'm going to say no. I doubt you have more Hewers in your hand, so I'm just going to send them into the mines.
Okay, wow. Cool.
All right, your turn.
Okay, I will start by doing a recon. That's out. I have to reshuffle this.
It's getting thin. I think it's a combination of you
I mean,
finally doing some recon, and I've gotten.
I've taken a lot of casualties. Like, I think my casualty deck is looking pretty stacked over there. Oh, I drew another recon. You never want to see that. Okay, then my supervisor is going to command 2.
Ugh.
Okay.
Oh shoot. Your survey tech C was suppressed.
Oh,
it can't recon when
they
suppressed,
cannot recon when suppressed. That is correct. So
are we able to just rewind that and shuffle your deck?
Yeah,
or
I think I'm gonna
idea?
I'm gonna shuffle that interference back into my deck.
Because that's what you drew. Was another interference? Is why you're shuffling?
Exactly.
Okay, just
exactly.
checking, yeah.
The recon I drew that interference.
Okay, so it doesn't change too much other than I assume then you're getting out of suppression.
That's now readied.
And
this is still in my hand.
Still have your supervisor to wreak havoc.
Exactly. So that drew these 2 cards. Yeah, and we're on it. Okay, Hewer A. I mean, let's do the easy thing first, which is Hewer A will attack Vulcan V. Hitting on 7.
That won't do it. 6.
Not do it. Then Blaster A. I think I just move in with the Blaster. Blaster A moves in.
Oh god. Okay.
Okay, that's my turn.
What I hate is that makes your shots on me easier, but makes my shots on your units harder because that was not a defensive space. Yeesh. It's been so long since you moved Gunner C that I'm guessing it might be 1 hit away from being neutralized.
I don't
maybe
believe
I should
it
try
is.
to do.
I think for what it's worth, I think it was for a very long time, and when I realized that, I immediately busted it.
Oh, yeah. I guess you did play a 4 initiative, I think, so maybe that was a copy of it. But yeah, I wonder if that's an easier route to routing.
I've definitely not. Yeah, there have been a lot of times I've just been discarding him for initiative for sure, which probably feels silly because he should be using suppression or something.
All right.
7.
4.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with Survey Tech C.
They're still kicking around, huh?
Still around. Attacking a Vulcan. Vulcan B. On 7s. Misses. Hewer A. Same attack.
Okay.
No, sorry. I think I've been attacking your Vulcan with my heroes a lot of times. I cannot.
Are they not supposed to?
No. Oh. There were times I was attacking your Stalker. Oh my god.
That's it happens.
Okay, I will instead attack your Corpsec for an attack of 1.
Okay. But it's a D12.
It's a D12.
And it hits on a 5.
And it hits on a 5.
Yikes. And you got it.
On your Corpsec Y.
Which I had in hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Brutal.
And then Squad Leader C is going to inspire the Survey Tech to shoot again on the Vulcan.
10 will hit. Okay. Have a Vulcan Navigator to lose, so that's not too painful. They are not navigating anymore. Okay, well, I just have Sergeant Z to bolster my Corpsec.
Okay.
And the Navigator from Hades to go there. So
Okay.
you're getting a lot of great turns, and I'm getting a lot of slow turns.
I mean,
not
I feel
feeling good.
like these are building to a big turn for you, though. If you're getting
I
a lot
hope
of those
so.
movements out of the way, then I feel like there's a lot of attack coming.
I sure hope so. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this.
That's there. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, 5.
Okay.
I like that. I just wish I had some like Vulcan gunners to use with it. Well, I got another Navigator to keep getting Hades up towards relevance. And then I have a Corpsec Y that will be followed by Inspiring It. So 2. I don't see any reason I would want this to still be in the pit. So Corpsec Y will get up there. And who are you hiding in that hand? I haven't seen any blasters out of you lately. They attack for 1 die. So actually, I want to attack your Ripper C.
Okay.
Because that's a 5 to hit. I
5 to hit.
like those odds on 1 die as far as that goes. All right. It's a 3. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, well, for what it's worth, you chose correctly. 2 Ripper Seeds in hand.
Oh, wow.
I am going to move them right in.
Yep.
And these are the
Start
guys
ripping.
that have vehicle attack. So I will attack your Vulcan.
Okay.
7 hits.
That
Hits.
will.
Vulcan
oh
V.
boy.
That's
What
gonna
am
be
I?
the last one, surely. Surely.
I have a gunner in my discard pile. I couldn't tell you if it's the last one.
I think it's got to be close. That's my turn.
All right. Let's find some Vulcan gunners, some miracle gunners. Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
I know what you're gonna play.
A 6.
Yep.
That's obnoxious.
Okay. I have 3 Corpsecs, 2 Ys, and a Z. So Y will obviously shoot twice. The question is, will Z move or shoot? That Ripper C is probably not in your hand. I think I just got to go for kills. I've got to try to close this out by hitting the things that I'm most likely to hit on 1 die. So I'm going to start with a Corpsec attack against Blaster A. So that's going to be a 6 to hit on this 1 die.
Okay.
And that 2 won't do it. So I'll do the same thing with my second Corpsec Y card. And an 8 will.
On Blaster A, you said? That is in hand.
Whew. Okay, that's great. And Corpsec Z? There's no reason to have it sitting on this bridge. I'll just move it in, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Very interesting here. I'm very tempted to just do something that could be extremely silly.
I like silly.
But let's start by doing the things I should be doing first, which is say Ripper C is going to attack Vulcan V.
You probably should be doing that, yeah. Okay, 7 hits. That's a hit. Oof. Okay, I don't think. Yeah, that could neutralize it. There's a card in my deck. Is it a V? It is not. So
okay, I'll take it.
That's your second neutralization, and probably unbeatable step for you here. But what else you got?
I think that just kind of cements what I should just be making the focus of my game at this point, which is to attack Corpsec Y.
Sure.
So Survey Tech C attacks Corp Tech Y. I can attack with 2 at 0 range, so they will be attacking them for an attack of 6, or rather defense of 6.
Okay.
That's a hit on Corp Tech Y.
Okay, there goes a Y.
Okay.
All right. I wish that I knew which of these was on the brink of neutralization, right? Like, that's what I need to do is draw. I need a hand of 4 Corp Sec Ys.
Right, yeah. Just start shooting.
Just start blasting. But I don't know what to blast at. It's like I just hit a blaster A, and you didn't have like a second one in hand, so... And I attacked it because I felt like you hadn't played it in a while, so I think that's my best bet to land a neutralize. I don't know what else to do, though. All right.
Okay. 9.
9.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
I really wanted to hold it for the command, as I'm sure you did too.
I mean, I obviously thought that I was for sure taking the initiative. So
I just felt like there was no way that I could go
rough.
Second here.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
and I have a Corp Sec Y.
Yeah, okay.
Now here's the tough call. Do I attack Blaster A because I think it might be a neutralize, or do I actually try to go for the things that I think are more likely to be in your hand, and I need to get out of there? Let me actually start with this. I won't actually play that first. I'm going to play Stalker Y first, because I guess they're going to attack your Nail Gunner, and if that's a neutralize, then I will probably go for the neutralize there. So they're attacking 2, and it's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to hit.
Okay.
But can we snipe them? An 8.
Will do it.
Yeah.
Not in hand.
I haven't seen you play a Nail Gunner C in a while.
I'm pretty confident I do have one more, at least, for what it's worth. Oh, no, maybe I don't, actually. Wow, that's surprising. I guess, yeah. That must be one of the ones I only have 3 of in total, so that would explain that.
2 to 2 then.
Okay. Yeah, wow. That is
man.
a big move.
Okay, so I think because I suspect it's the most likely for you to be out of copies of, I think I use Corp Sec C and attack Blaster A.
Okay.
It's 1 die, and it hits on a 6.
This is a really huge turn for the initiative, actually. Again, that would have been devastating if it had gone the other way.
I rolled a 1, though, and my final card is Navigator H, so I can move Hades up.
Love it.
Eventually, I can start pulsing them into pits, but not yet.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I wonder if I would have won the game if that roll had been, what did I need, a 6 plus?
I do have a Blaster A in hand.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't for the win. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't for the win, but it would have hurt me quite a bit.
That would have been nice.
I am going to use this attack 2, which I can do at range 2. It would affect everything in the squad, so it's just going to be your Corp Sec Y.
Yep.
Okay. I need 6 to hit. That is going to be a miss. I will inspire them to go again.
Wow.
Brutal. And just interference.
Okay.
Oof.
And I think my one comfort at this point is I actually think I have a lot of copies of each of these three.
I mean, I would think you must do it.
Like, if you wanted to go for a third neutralize, the Stalker by far
makes the most sense. Yeah.
But are you willing to? You would have to like move here just to get tens.
And I don't think that the difference is that huge for what it's worth. I believe you have maybe 3 because I'm not hitting.
No, Stalkers were the ones that I started the game with 2, with 1 in my deck, 1 in my supply, and that's it.
Oh, only 2 total. Oh, wow.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, and I guess this is public, so if you want to check, we can. But how many times Stalker Y has been hit?
Yeah.
I know since I just used it, there's at least 1.
Right. This is one of those things I feel like is always like a board game, meta debate. The rulebook says I'm not allowed to look at your casualties for what it's worth.
Okay.
But,
I always find that annoying because I don't like this game being a memory game.
Totally. Anytime there's information I could have just memorized, it feels
but I
weird.
Get why that's the rule because they want to keep play quick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want to over optimize or what's the easiest kill here.
And so I think where I land on that is that I wish that wasn't the rule, but also in the interest of keeping the game quick, I would probably choose not to look at it.
I agree.
So
that's pretty much where I
I'm a hypocrite in conclusion. Okay, here we go.
Squad leader C7.
7. This one was actually a no-brainer. This card did nothing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a Y in my hand to inspire.
Gotcha.
So I do have my Hades Commander, though. So it's probably time to pulse.
I could have better spent that.
Try to knock something into the pit where I can finish it off with my Corpsec Z.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Which I can inspire. Like, this is maybe a thing. I'm going to pulse attack. I believe for my first time correctly following the rules. Let's just go Blaster A. Yeah, so
okay.
4, 5, 6, 7 to hit. I have 2 dice.
That is a
10 will hit.
On Blaster A, not in hand.
I do think we established that you have a copy of that.
I have one of them, I'm pretty sure. Blaster A.
Okay, and I will push it into the mines.
Okay. That's going to make that pretty easy.
Yeah, and that's where Corpsec Z will start shooting at it.
And I think that is...
Yeah, you only have 1 card in your deck.
Yes.
So we established there's not a blaster in your hand. The only thing, the only way you have another life is if it's there. I guess I'm not playing Sergeant yet. Corpsec is attacking for a die, but it's a D12. It takes a 5 to hit.
That is a hit.
6.
Let's just do the diligence. Not in hand, not in discard. Is this a Blaster A? It is not.
And
it is dead.
Turns out storing in there was the right call all along.
Yeah, I mean, it made for like a really fun finish. I mean, like, I always love when the any Undaunted match boils down to these like sort of central fronts.
Yes, the big standoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. There was a point in time I was debating when is the right time to potentially do a run in to like stealth this thing. I think that because at this point you'd moved enough stuff up there that it would have taken time to like get there, and you would have just been following in my wake. But I think that it would have been hard for me to pull off, and like unless I had exactly the right combination of cards at exactly the right time.
Yeah, it's hard to do it from here in 1 turn. I can think it's possible, but you would have to like scout 2 in and then like command with your 9 to draw enough cards to then use your Corpsec.
One turn I think was definitely always going to be like unlikely, but there's that Pathfind card, right?
Yeah.
So there's instant scout.
I forgot you could scout remotely.
Yeah, so
that's scary. Yeah.
So it would have taken like 4 actions to do with the right combination of cards.
And then I guess, and this is probably part of why I've lost Undaunted in my mind out of the blue quite a few times, is because I always think about what could he do in 1 turn, but I forget that you can essentially take 2 consecutive turns in this game, and you do regularly.
Absolutely.
And
so
close it out when you didn't think they could.
I think like if things had gone differently, it was slightly like this was still the right course, because taking down Corpsec Y becomes a relatively easy thing to do. They have low defense.
Yeah, you certainly could have started really wailing on them. Yeah. The one comfort to me is that I had quite a lot. How many? I had 1
more. I would be my guess.
2. I had 3 of them.
3, yeah.
So 4 hits.
4 hits would have done it
to neutralize them. That's quite a few.
Right.
And especially if you consider it takes a 6 to hit, so you're missing. Well, I guess you're usually rolling 2 dice.
Exactly. A lot of my things were rolling 2 in the same space, so that would have been fairly
could have gone either way.
Yeah, for sure.
But that was a great game.
That was great.
Thank you very much.
Of course,
I'm really enjoying this.
I am too. Yeah, absolutely. I think that it is at its heart still Undaunted, like through and through. But I think that all the little ways that my squad feels quite different to your squad. Like, that feels to me something that's come straight out of Stalingrad, of like where you have like, hey, one side has the tanks, one side has the snipers, like
one has bombers in the air.
Exactly. Right. Like all those asymmetries feel really good in this. Like it.
And this is a different asymmetry where in Stalingrad the cards are roughly the same, right? Like we both have scouts,
but we have different compositions of troops.
But here we have different cards at all, and so you'll also be rewarded as you play this more by getting to know them,
of course,
and getting to know what your opponent is capable of a little bit more.
Like even getting over that hump in the middle of like, oh, my squad C, they're the vehicle killing squad. Like, that's important knowledge going into like the next game of this. Like that helps me play them even slightly differently. So.
Yeah. And then I think that the way vehicles work, and I've been, we played a game off camera a week or 2 ago, so I think I've been So, and that's an overall asymmetry, right? It's not just the scenarios, is that this side, the LFA, they're the ones with most of the mechs, right?
Yeah.
And they're super fun.
For sure.
I'm really enjoying having the one big unit that all these different cards control the different functions
That's
of.
great.
And it's great. And then I think I like the theme too. Like,
definitely.
I would take this over another World War II game, even though to me it's not as overplayed in board games as video games.
No,
but still,
for sure.
Yeah.
But I still say that, like, anytime I talk about Undaunted, like, I love that game despite its theme doing everything to stop me from playing it. I've never gravitated towards World War II games.
Yeah,
So, you know, I think it's a credit to the design that I love Undaunted as much as I do. So, yes, it being sci-fi, I think this does a lot to, like, bring my attention, like, to it in a big way.
Right.
I think for, like, you know, for all intents and purposes, like, unreservedly, like, this is... If you're interested in Undaunted, this feels to me like the box to, like, come in on the system.
Yeah. And I think I want to pick up a version of Undaunted so that when I finally get finished, I'm 3 games from the end of my Stalingrad campaign, and then I'm probably not just going to run that campaign back again.
Sure.
So to pick up and play Undaunted, I think this is the one I'll pick up.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for playing.
Thanks for being on and for the game. And you can catch Neelan on the Board Game Barrage podcast, where I'm sure you will be sharing your thoughts there.
Yeah. We will definitely have a review up on this on our next episode. So, like, next week sometime. Yeah.
Oh wow. Have you recorded that yet?
No.
Okay.
That is going to be our next recording episode.
Oh, you cut it pretty close.
Yeah.
This is probably going up 2 weeks after we're recording this, so that episode might be out by the time you see this, depending on.
Oh, that's fair, actually. Yeah.
Depending on what my release schedule, which is, I play it by ear. And if you haven't yet, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. We have playthroughs of all sorts of different games. We really appreciate it, and we'll be back soon. Till then, be optimal.
Bye-bye.